Hello, my name is Anna and I'll be talking about respiration. The equation of cellular respiration is C6H12O6 plus 6CO2 yields 6CO2 plus 6H2O and ATP energy. The reactants of respiration are glucose and oxygen. The products are carbon dioxide, water, and ATP. There are 3 steps to respiration. The first step is glycolysis. This step happens in the cytoplasm. What happens is 1 ATP energy is used to split glucose, which is sugar. The products of glycolysis are 2 ATP, 2 NADH, and 2 pyruvates, which could be called pyruvic acid. These products travel to the mitochondria, where the second step, the Krebs cycle, occurs. It is also known as the citric acid cycle. What happens is oxygen gets fixed onto a pyruvate and makes carbon dioxide. The products of the citric acid cycle are 2 ATP, CO2, 8 NADH, and 2 FADHs. The last step is the electron transport chain. It occurs in the inner membrane of the mitochondria. What happens is the stored ADP from active transport has a phosphate added onto it to make ATP. The electron transport chain is done. You will get ideally 34 ATP. Extra oxygen gets fixed onto extra hydrogen to make water. Overall, you would want to get 30 ATP, but that doesn't always happen. However, when glycolysis occurs, 1 ATP is used to do cellular respiration again. Now is Alexis discussing photosynthesis.
Thanks, Anna. Hello, my name is Alexis, and I will be discussing photosynthesis. The photosynthesis equation is 6CO2 plus 6H2O yields C6H12O6 plus 6O2. In this equation, the 6CO2, carbon dioxide, and 6H2O, water, are the reactants, and the C6H12O6, glucose, and the 6O2, oxygen, are the products. The 2 steps involved in photosynthesis are the light-dependent reaction and the light-independent reaction, also called the dark reaction or Calvin cycle. The light-dependent reaction takes place in the thylakoid membranes inside the chloroplast. In the light-dependent reaction, the H2O split and the hydrogen is kept. You get 2 ATP and NADPH. Then the oxygen is released. In the light-independent reaction, the carbon dioxide is fixed or connected. In the end, you end up with 2 ATP, sugar, NADH, and phosphate. Plants are very important to the environment. We would not be living without them. Plants produce most of the oxygen, which is the lifeline to all human beings and animals. So we would not be able to sustain the life we are living now without plants. Now on to Haley fermentation.
Thanks, Alexis. Hello, my name is Haley and I will be discussing fermentation. This process does not need oxygen. There are 2 types of fermentation, lactic acid and alcoholic. Lactic acid takes place in the cytoplasm. Glycolysis occurs and then you get 2 pyruvates, also known as pyruvic acid, 2 NADH, and 2 ATP. The H from NADH then fixes onto a pyruvic acid and forms more ATP. Alcoholic fermentation also takes place in the cytoplasm. Glycolysis then occurs and you get 2 pyruvates, 2 NADH, and 2 ATP, which then the H from NADH breaks off and fixes onto carbon and forms ethyl alcohol. One real-world example is exercising. You need oxygen to exercise, so you complete fermentation. You would choose fermentation over respiration because one needs oxygen to complete. When you have little or no oxygen, you would complete fermentation. Respiration needs oxygen to occur, so you would do fermentation instead of respiration due to the lack of oxygen. Thanks for watching.